Hey, hey, hey! Today is actually Monday, so I was gonna say happy Monday, but you could be watching this anytime. But, oh my gosh. If I didn't hear it from about 1.5 billion different people about how much they enjoyed me talking about their beautiful boobies and their nice legs when they were an apple. Oh, it's gonna tell you to shop, but we're not shopping, we're playing. We are going to talk about all things carrot shape tonight because there's so many questions that people have, and you know what? Surprisingly, a lot of apple ladies or a lot of carrot girls actually they think that they're apples, but they're not. It's like a huge difference. So I posted in my shopping group. If you're not a member of that, click shop now to kind of drop into there a whole description of the differences between an apple and a carrot. Because many times we have no idea what our shape is. And a lot of times the biggest, most confused people are the carrot people, which I don't understand why carrots have to be so very confused about all the things. But they, around. You don't want to see all that. You don't want to see all that. You don't want to see my blank wall. That was funny. I'm doing this on my phone because my tablet is totally dead. So the iPad's dead. So now I'm trying to do it on the tiny little iPhone 7 screen. Well, it's just not really very tiny. Anyways, so we were going to talk about the carrot shape, and the carrot shape is pretty cool. If you're here, say hi to me because we are live. I'd love to talk to you and talk about your beautiful body with you. I'm going to move my head over to the side, and then I'm going to draw you a picture. Are you ready? Can you even handle it? Okay, these are boobs. These are legs. Those are arms. And here's a pretty head. Okay, does that kind of look like something? Kind of looks like something, right? Looks like something that you could possibly be. So a carrot shape is basically a lot like an apple, except they have this slightly defined waist right in here, but they have super narrow hips. So an apple, you remember here, we'll do apple, is more like this with great legs and good boobs, right? That's an apple. This looks amazing, doesn't it? Okay, so that's an apple. Say hi to me, people. Just say hi. Tell me where you're at, where you're from. Do you like apples or carrots? That's a good question, right? Oh my God, look. That's so funny. Boob eyes. This is so much fun. Anyway, so the big difference between an apple and a carrot is where they put on most of their weight. Joplin, Missouri. Oh my gosh, people live in Missouri. That's so fun. I'm just kidding. Just giving you a hard time. I'm in Oregon. There's a lot of space. There's a lot of land between me and you. Hi, Marissa. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm talking about how to style your shape. What kind of shape do you think you are? There's 5 basic shapes. There's the apple, right there. There's the carrot, which is kind of like the inverted triangle situation. Marissa, you can go ahead and share if you want to. Share this with your friends so they know how to style their shape. There's also an hourglass and what I like to call a banana and a pear. I like foods. I got to figure out a food for an hourglass shape. We were talking about 2 slices of pizza or something. We got to figure out. We got to figure it out. So, yeah, go ahead and hit the share button. There's always a prize every week for sharing. So there you go. But we're going to just talk a little bit about this shape over here. So the carrot kind of doesn't have, you have a big stomach area. That's where you hold your weight. Are you busty? Do you feel like you have boobies, or would you feel like you're not so busty where you are? Because non-busty, carrying weight around your middle, that's generally what I like to call the sexy banana. And we can get into that. We'll go through all of them, I promise. Not tonight, but right now we're going to focus on that guy right there, or girl. Hi, Heather! And basically it's this. It is when you have super broad shoulders, or not super, when your shoulders or your hips are more narrow than your shoulders, right? And you have normally a large chest, which in some instances can be great. And then you have just a little bit, you love me so much. Thanks. I love you too. You tend to have really, really great legs, like really great legs, and you have small hips. So sometimes it can feel a little bit of an awkward situation for you because you feel like you've got these broad shoulders, you've got these big boobs, but there's really no hips hanging on there. So let's delete. So we all know that everybody wants the sexy mama shape, right? We all know that. So then the trick is, how do you get, let's give them big boobs. How do you get her to feel like her, right? I'm not saying everybody has to look that way, but generally speaking, that's what people are looking for. We all kind of want that womanly shape. You want to help us to kind of achieve that. So, boy, do I have news for you. This is like the ultimate infomercial. No money down. All promises to you that you can be just like that in a matter of seconds. I don't know. Kind of sounded fun. Let me take that out. Let me take that arrow away because she's bothering me. She's like picking my nose. So, like, what I love about Lularoe and what I love about styling people in general. So, I've always done stuff like this. I've always loved sculpture. I've been a florist forever. So this is what I love to do. I love to create balance. So the idea is, here's this lady. She's got great boobs, great legs, but she's wanting to look a little bit more like this girl. Probably should do my nails. Look at that. That's foul. I'm just kidding. So there's a lot of things that you can do. There's a lot of tricks to the trade. The main thing you're going to want to do if you are an apple shape is recognize that you do have something of a waist, right? So there is a little bit of a waist, carrot girl, because if you're an apple, where am I going to draw the apple? Here, we'll do the apple. If the apple was here, right, with the little legs here, they don't have much of a waist in there. It just kind of goes body and then legs. Being a carrot does not necessarily mean you're just a skinny apple. It's a totally different shape. So it's kind of like you're built this way. You can be any size and you can still feel that way, right? So the trick is, we're trying to make you, beautiful triangle carrot girl, right there, make you look like you have a waist, right? Sorry, I have to look over there because that's where I'm coloring. But sometimes in order to make you look like you have a waist, you have to make yourself look like you have hips. Now it looks like I made you really big. Let's delete that. Okay. Here, I'll do, this is, oh no, I can't put my finger there. I'm going to go back over. This is really tricky. I just want you to know, especially on the screen. So here we go. Here is this beautiful body. We got big old boobies and tiny little legs. They normally, that kind of looks like a reindeer. Doesn't it? Doesn't it look like a reindeer? Anyways, I'm just going to keep going on. So one of the things I love, love, love to do is I love our Lucy, our Jill, and our Lola skirts. All of them have this exposed waistband. And what that does, I'm trying to figure out my light situation. What that does for you is it totally creates the look of a waist, right? So there's this exposed waistband. Here, I'll pull out a Lucy. This is what a Lucy looks like. Exposed waistband. Now, instead of like hugging onto your hips, which your hips are normally pretty darn narrow when you are a carrot, then the Lucy skirt, the Lola, and the Jill will simply just skim your body. So it's going to create this kind of balanced look on you, and it's nice and long. So you can do the short ones to show off your legs, because generally speaking, those are one of your top 4 beautiful things, would be your 2 great legs and your 2 great boobs, right? So a Jill would be amazing like that. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to tuck in. You're going to want to tuck things in. So a Gigi's great for that because you got nice boobs. She's got a good space in there. I know this looks like a hot mess, right? Hot mess express. That's my life, right? Gigi's nice. She's got that. That's a Gigi. Do you see that? Does that make sense to you? That's a Gigi. So it kind of has this open neckline, and it's a really, really great look to tuck in. Classic tee is also really good. Let's see. Let me draw a classic tee on there. So here's your triangle body, not just your boobs, but a classic tee has a nice scoop neck on it and a shorter sleeve. And then as it comes down, it has a slight bell to it. So those are great looks for you. Let's see, what else do I really like? What else do I really like on you, carrot toppers? Amelia. And Amelia's a great dress. She's behind me. Just pick one, Amy. So an Amelia dress has this waistband right here, which has an elastic, like a clear elastic in there. So it really holds you in and gives you the look you're looking for. The issue that carrot people tend to run into is, hey, say hi to me if you're here, because I don't like just talking to myself. The carrot girls don't feel like they can really wear dresses because their chest is normally larger. So one of the fun things to do with you is to kind of, you measure it up to your chest, right? So maybe you have to oversize it. Maybe your hips are smaller. These are normally the ladies that are a large, extra large on top, and maybe they could even do a small, extra small on bottom. So they would put on maybe this guy right here. These girls would wear it backwards. They love wearing an Amelia backwards so they can size it down, right? Hi, Miss Andy. How are you? I was just thinking about you. But most of the time, you just put on an Amelia dress, get it nice and stretchy, but wear it nice and high. Nice and high so it comes in like right under the boobies, like right about there. Do you see that? And then the pleats will lay down. And it's going to give you the look of a little like waist and give you just that hourglass look that you might be looking for, right? So here you are. Here's your head. Here's your boobies. Great arms, great legs. And plus the Amelia is short. It's knee length. So it's going to give you a chance to sort of show off your legs and all the things. Now, your best friend in the whole world is going to be layering pieces. The joy that we have, like our vest. Let's see. You see what happens when I do like this? If I create like a vest on her body, does that even look like a body? I'm sure it does. Right there. So it kind of is going to pull the eye down. It's going to like cut her in thirds and give her the look she's looking for, right? I should probably move away from her. She's looking messy. We're going to do her again. I should be doing this on a blank wall. Why did I just realize that now? Here, look, we can put my hand here. Okay, there's her boobs, her two great legs, and her little arms, and her little head. So as you put on a Joy or a Sarah or something that's going to layer over, and you don't crisscross over, you just kind of let it hang across the sides like that. Really what you're doing is drawing the eye down and kind of cutting her whole body into thirds, which is awesome because then you just kind of focus on that center third. So you can have some amazing pattern. Let's see. There we go. Some amazing color, something here, and it looks so good. And then you can take, let's do another color. And then you put like, oh man, that was supposed to be a different color. Then you can take this and you put it across the top. And really what you're going to focus on is that like yellow stripe down the middle, right? You see that? See that? You see what I'm going for? So these carrot toppers, I don't know why I started calling you carrot toppers, but that apparently is your new name. So this like inverted triangle body shape, some people think it's really hard, and really I think you guys have a lot to your advantage. The main thing that you guys want to do is you just want to create balance. So that's all this is anyways, is symmetry and body shape, is using your clothes to create balance. So like these ladies with the broader shoulders, I highly suggest if you're going to do a Randy or if you're going to do any type of color blocking, don't put the color blocking on the shoulders, right? Oh, now she's blue. I don't want her blue. I want her to stay pink. Let's delete. Here we go. Boobies, boobies, legs, legs. So if you put all the print up on the shoulders, yeah, they have great boobs. They do. They totally have great boobs. If you put like a Randy and all this emphasis on the shoulders, you know, like shoulder pads or any type of raglan sleeve, you don't want the print. I mean, look at that. I mean, automatically you're like, yeah, not so much. But, let's see. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. So, I'm like coloring. Hi, Annalie. We're talking about carrots. These are their boobs. Then, if you put more of the pattern down here, and you can put like a layering piece, you're going to be pulling the eye away from the shoulders and creating more symmetry, which I think is pretty awesome. And an easy way to feel like you're accomplishing some things that you want with your body. Now, another thing that you guys are good for, what's good for you guys, you beautiful carrot shapes. And you guys feel free to share this. Our carrot toppers might want to know, and give them a little bit of love. Just 1 or 2 people that you feel like, hey, listen, you might want to listen in on this. Go ahead and do that, because I'm on a mission, right? I'm on a mission to show you how to not diet to look the way you want to look. That, by the way, on the left, it's on my left side. I don't know if it's on your left or right. It's probably your right. That's supposed to be an hourglass. Okay? So this is kind of like my mission. Oh, look at me. I'm like an angel. I'm such an angel. You know, the idea is that we can use clothes and we can use symmetry and pattern to create balance to make us look how we want to look. So one of the great things about a carrot shape is you have these great legs. So this is an awesome way to use print. Maybe you're scared of print, maybe you don't know, but you guys generally have great, great legs, and so that's where I want you to put your bold print. Now, not a lot of people can do print on their legs that has like really big flowers with lots of space in between, because it just gets morphed out of the way. But you guys, you carrots, even you apples, can really, really rock this look. So bright colors, bold on the bottom. So let's see, we're gonna do like a really, really kind of fun and funky legging down there. And then you want to take something that's not necessarily like solid black or a solid anything. You want it to have a little bit of a texture to it on the top. So it kind of minimizes the top and then draws your eye down. Does that even make any sense at all? It makes sense to me, like when I'm looking at it, but then I'm like, if I'm just looking at it by myself, I'm not so sure how much that makes sense. Because if you're just gonna wear something solid black on the top and you are a little bit more chesty and you're a little bit more shouldery, it's hard to just put a, you know, like a solid color on top that has no definition, especially if you are gonna wear a really bold legging or a really bold skirt, because it's gonna be like, oh, hey, look at that girl in those legs. Like, not necessarily like, oh, she looks really well, like really balanced and like really put together. You know what I mean? So those are my main tips for you guys, is that using a skirt. Why is it black? Ooh, go back to pink. Gotta have pink, right? I like me some pink. Next time we do this, we're gonna have a blank wall behind us, because that just makes way more sense, right? So the main tips for you guys is gonna be layering, lots of layering pieces to kind of make you feel longer, leaner, and to focus on that center third. You were supposed to be yellow. There we go. Focus on the center right there, right? And then also to put a lot of bold print on the bottom. So for you guys, a Cassie skirt and like a perfect tee is magic, okay? Because the perfect tee has this great scoop neck, and then it has a really nice sleeve, and then it has just a bit of a bell shape to it with split sides, so it's gonna make you look like you have hips. And then you're gonna put on, let's see, a nice bold Cassie, right? So it's gonna pull your eye down, it's gonna give you the flowy look you want, and then like this scoop neck right here, it's going to give your boobies like space to breathe. It's going to be able to, you're not going to feel claustrophobic, okay? But you can wear it small enough that it will show off your skirt, which is fantastic. And then the little like bell swing on the sides is going to give you an appearance of hips, right? Does that make sense? So that's a great tip. Also, the maxi skirt. Oh my God. Totally obsessed with the maxi skirt ever since I was at leadership this weekend. Well, I've always been obsessed with the maxi skirt. It's my first love. Okay, can't get away from it. But everybody who puts one of those on gets an amazing butt. Like, I don't care how flat, how inverted, how mommy booty anything is. If you put on a maxi skirt, you're gonna look amazing. Okay, the way our maxi skirt cuts is it hugs the hips and then it floats away. Right? Hug and float. So you get the right size. I'm really good. I should be an art teacher. So you're going to get the right size so it hugs you just right. You right, Andy? Love them. Love them. Okay, if you saw my Instagram picture today, my butt does not look like that. I guarantee you. But it is the way that the skirt is cut is the way it is what does it. So for you guys, especially you apple shapes, you tend to have a little bit of a waist. So wearing maybe a classic tee, oh, we need a new color. Maybe wear pink. Wearing a classic tee that hits you right here, or a GG, or you know, something that's going to hit you right across the hip line is good. Now, other shapes, pears, hourglasses, you don't like that because you don't want there to be a big fat emphasis right there. But for you guys, you do, because it's going to really create balance for your shoulders up top. You see it? I'm going to just pull the eye down, kick it down. So a maxi skirt is such a fun look for you. Here, look, I'm going to make it polka dotted for you, because who doesn't like a polka dotted maxi skirt? So cute, right? Yeah, totally. You don't know what shape you are? Oh my gosh. So here's the questions to ask yourself to know what shape you are. The first question you ask yourself is, am I chesty? Am I busty? Like, do I feel like I have boobs, right? And then the second question to ask yourself is, do I have hips, right? You're a weird shape. You're not a weird shape. You ask yourself if you have boobs. Do you feel like you're chesty? And then you're going to ask yourself, are my shoulders narrow or are my hips narrow? Now, if you're chesty and then they're equal, doesn't matter how chunky you feel in the middle, you're going to have more. So if they're equal, it's going to be more of a banana, but then you would have no defined waist. But if you have a defined waist and your shoulders and hips are equal, then you're an hourglass, right? Here, with the inverted triangle, with the carrot, you have your hips are more narrow than your shoulders, right? But you have a slightly defined waist. You don't necessarily feel like you go in there like an hourglass and then come back out. So you would be more like just a slightly defined waist. And then as opposed to being an apple that has really broad shoulders and great boobs and narrow hips, but no defined waist at all. So for you guys too, a maxi is really good, because anything with like a yoga band, I can't even see my eyeball. Anything with a yoga waistband is such a great look, because you don't have to deal with things like hanging over or being pinched in, if you know what I'm saying. Anything. Like, I don't know anything about being chunky. Just kidding. Well. That's my only thing. My only thing is the double chin. I'm just kidding. So those are great ideas for you guys. Whenever you're trying to make yourself look like you have a waist, an Amelia is a great option. Also, a Lucy or a Lola, something like that, that's going to have the exposed waistband. Again, this is a Lucy right here. So the black almost looks like a belt whenever you're wearing it, and really creates definition. For you guys too, skirts, skirts, skirts. Breaking your body up into two pieces is a great look. Oh, and a Carly. You guys look the bomb in a Carly, but I want you to wear it so it's kind of short in the front. I mean, we're not talking scandalous, but we're talking show it a little bit above the knee, because you generally have these great legs. Let's see if I can do it on this side of myself so that I look in the camera still. So here's your body, here's your boobies. These boobs are getting bigger. Like, every time I draw you, you're getting bigger boobs. So when you wear a Carly has a nice little neckline, good sleeves, and then it's going to come down further in the back, but it's going to be shorter in the front. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. Okay, go out in the back, but it's going to go nice and short. Oh my gosh, if Patrick saw me doing this, I'm sure he would die. He's like, don't draw my clothes anymore, Amy. That is ridiculous. Oh, wait, where'd I go? Where'd I go? So, and then you want to have it nice and short. Amy Hebner's back. I can't get it to draw the front of a Carly. All right, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. So here we go. Carly is here. Good sleeve. Good sleeve. And she kind of goes down in the back. But you want it to go, oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I got to put a dot somewhere. You want it to kind of go up in the front. Oh, my God, that looks awful. But if you think your boobies are here, it's going to bring it eye up. So, right, you've got these great legs at the bottom and these great boobs holding this dress up. And a lot of you like to belt it. You could take and you could belt a Carly, which is such a great look too, because you could put on just like a contrasting belt right there. So then it's flowy, gives you space for those boobs, and then it's going to pull you back in so you look like you have a waist, and then just draw your eyes down to the sexy legs that are hanging out. I gotta put dots. I don't know why. The sexy legs that are hanging out down there. I give you white legs. There you go. For some reason that felt right. Maybe you're wearing tights. I don't know. So those are a lot of really great tips for the beautiful, wonderful triangle girl, which is what we call a carrot around here. Here's your great boobs. Here's your great legs and your little happy face. And so you tend to have broad shoulders, but you have some sort of a waist. So again, kind of emphasize the things that you love and creating symmetry. So Amelia dresses will do it, bright pattern leggings, and Irma. Holy crap, if you don't have a million Irmas, you are a sad, sad person. So for the most people, now some people may not. Oh shoot, wrong way. For most people, women, were wanting to kind of create that hourglass look. So you have the top half of the hourglass. You just got to think to yourself, I want to create the middle and the bottom. And you have great legs. So show off your legs. Give yourself an appearance of a waistline using an Amelia dress or a belt or a skirt like a Lucy or a Lola or a Jill. Jills are great because they have the pleating, so it kind of gives you a little bit of a shape or movement down below. Also, if you want to wear a Julia dress and have something a little bit more tight-fitting, oversize it, wear it to the size of your top, and then you can maybe belt it and like ruche it up. And oh my gosh, and a whole nother thing is the Shirley. The Shirley is a game changer for you carrot ladies. Like totally a game changer because it breaks you into the thirds, right? Breaks you down into thirds, but then it has this kind of like billowy front that's almost like a scarf. So it really brings attention towards that, like draws the eye towards the middle. Fabulous. Gives you that look. So I love that I can do that with people. It's like my favorite thing to do. It's my jam. I like to get you dressed. I like to play with you. And this is all sounding awkward. I like to play Barbie with you. That is really where it all comes down to. So if you have any questions or any thoughts, feel free to go ahead and join my VIP group. I posted in there just how to figure out what your body shape is and what Lularoe styles that you could really invest in, because we all know it's an investment, right? We're trying to create something, create a look. We're trying to create who we want to be and how we want to look. And so I want to help you. I want to help you on that journey. So if this has helped you at all, feel free to share this. Share it with your friends or, you know, add a few people to the VIP group so that they can figure out their styles too. Because nothing is worse. I don't think there's anything worse. Well, I'm sure there's other things that are worse. Like, I get it. First world problems here. But it is hard when you wake up in the morning and you try things on and you have to try things on over and over again until you find exactly what you're looking for or something that makes you feel like the way you want to present yourself. So that's my job. That's my goal. So thank you for watching, hanging out with me and talking about great carrot boobs and great carrot legs. If you have any questions or you want to shoot me a picture and I can tell you what shape you are, I'm really, really good with telling people what to do. I mean, I'm really good at it. Just ask my family. It's my favorite. So I would love to do that. I am more than happy to help you out with that. And remember, show off what you got. All right, we're going to keep going through this. We have bananas, hourglasses, and pears left in our little series here. And we'll just keep coming back. So you guys have a great night. And let me get rid of this. Let's draw this one, like, beautiful boobied. This is our carrot girl. Remember, long and lean looks. Make yourself look like you have a waist and have fun. Have fun with pattern. Do a lot of bold stuff on the bottom and do a lot of micro printing on the top, and you will be getting dressed a lot easier in the morning. So, mwah, have a good one. Love you all. I'm going to go to bed and rest up again. I'm still trying to get over the Disneyland leadership overload. Bye.